Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified.
Do you guys remember when I picked this up at Menards? This is Imagine's Color Shift paint. We used the Color Shift spray paint before, but never this. So we're trying this. It's a top coat acrylic. And I have the perfect project for it. And the mermaid tail. It's just a little dish I picked up at Dollar Tree. I want to say when we bought the first Color Shift spray paint, I picked this up. And I was going to do it in Color Shift spray paint. And that was, what, 2 years ago. And I never got around to it. So it's been sitting on my project shelf. And now I have Color Shift paint to try again. So this is the brush on kind. And I'm kind of worried because the spray paint, you get a nice even coat, but the brush on, how's that going to work? Is it going to be gloppy? And there's like all these questions. So we are trying it today. We're going to test it out. First things first though, this is white. Can't color shift over white. It needs a black base coat. So I've got some black spray paint. I'm going to take this outside. You guys don't need to see me spray paint. You've seen me do it a million times. We are going to get this spray painted, but first things first, I am going to rough up the ceramic. So I don't know. It just makes me feel better to make sure that this is all, just try and give it a little texture. Give the paint something to stick to. You don't have to take the surface off completely. We just want to scratch the surface. Give that paint just something to stick to. And this is super glossy ceramic, so I want to do the best I can to make sure that spray paint's not coming off there. Oh, it's doing something. Ceramic dust all over everything. The ceramic that they did has like an iridescent coat on it anyway. So they kind of have the same vibe. Vibe check. Mermaid vibe. But I just want to give it that intense color shifting mermaid look, right? Mermaid's tails are... And I got the blue color shift. This is turquoise waters. Perfect for mermaids. It's a mermaid. Let me go spray paint this and I'll be back. It's going to take a while because I got to do one side and then you won't know. It'll be a second. Okay. She is now spray painted black. Oh, it's dust. I'm like, what's it got light? So I used a matte black just to make sure it was like, wasn't glossy and hard to stick to. Matte, I don't know. It seemed like the call. It seemed like the right call. So I also picked up some little, people use these at parties and stuff. They put like peanuts and candies in, you know, little cups from Dollar Tree. Because we're going to have to, I don't have like a paint palette. We're going to have to dump this out. It's white. Well, bluish white. It smells like a cleaner I used to use when I was a cleaning lady. Let's get you guys moved down. All right. Yeah, it's like clear and with a little bit of glitter in there. Gonna be interesting. I'm gonna start on the back side. Just because if there's something tricky about it, I want to make sure it starts on the back and I could, ooh, Oh, how pretty. It goes pretty right away. Look at it. Oh. Oh my goodness. Because I'm worried about, like, what is it going to look? Is it self-leveling? Is it going to have, like, weird brush marks? It's really pretty. I love the color shifting paint. I loved it on the table, the mermaid table that we did. That sold. So now we're just making a mermaid tail. Yeah, it does not appear to be self-leveling. Okay. So now what? How long does that take before the next coat? One to two light, even coats a few minutes apart. Huh. And then it says dries to the touch in 30 minutes and to handle 1.5 hours. All right, so just let it sit for a few minutes before putting the next coat on is what it said. Make sure that's even in there. Unfortunately, the cracks and crevices of this piece is making it hard for an even coat. Because like there's a little excess right there. It's serious sparkly though. Ooh. All right, let's let it wait a few minutes and we'll put another coat on. Okay, I waited 10 minutes and I'm going to put the second coat on. There's still some white up here in the corners, so I'm going to try not to get it too heavy up there. Actually, I probably won't paint in there at all. Okay. Coat 2. Let's let that dry. It's really hard to do this evenly. I'm going to stop picking at it because I feel like I'm actually making it worse by going over it over and over and over and over. So I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to wait an hour and a half, let that dry, and we can flip it over and do the other side. Part of me wonders what this would look like on a blue. Like maybe a navy blue or a turquoise blue. That might be something we try in an upcoming video because as this was drying, it's definitely black with like a blue shimmer. And what I was thinking was, whoa, you know, if this was navy instead of black under there, would this been more like a sea color? Does that make sense? Like a mermaid color. I don't know. That might be something I try just to see what it looks like. All right, it's dry enough to flip over and it's looking super pretty. Even where it was a little clouded up, doesn't look bad. So we're gonna flip it over. This black is not drying. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Stacy. Don't freak out. I actually poured the leftovers back into the cup or back into the bottle so we didn't have drying out in there. Pour some more. Hello, pretty mermaid tail. Look at that. You guys. Okay. Initial impressions. Let's just talk about it. I don't love the brush just because I feel like I'm not getting it even. I need to be super precise. Like I'll keep going over it going, it's too much there. It's too much here. It's too much there. I think the spray is easier to use, but if you had like a small project and you didn't want to get the spray out, or you don't have the room to spray, or you live in an apartment and you can't spray paint, like you don't have an area, this would work really, really well. It's working really, really well. Like all winter long when I can't spray paint if my husband's booth isn't available, yeah. This would make an excellent alternative if we wanted a little, you know what, I wonder if you could roll it too. I have a lot of questions. I have questions. I feel like I want to try this on like a navy blue. Look how pretty that is. Oh, with the mermaid scales. It's so pretty. The detail. It's already looking gorgeous. Can you see that? Can you see? You see what I'm seeing? A navy or a dark purple and then put this over, what that would look like is one of my questions. But see, it's like pooling in the scales. That's the only thing. It's like it's pooling, it's pooling, it's pooling. All right, let's let it dry for a few minutes and get a second coat on there. But my initial impressions are positive. I mean, I like the spray. But like I said, this is a really good alternative for a small project or if you don't have a place to spray paint, because I'm hyper aware that like when I lived in an apartment, I didn't have any place that I could go out and spray paint stuff. You know, it's not like there was a big lawn outside that I could spray paint on. So this would have been a great alternative to doing some projects in the kitchen. I like it. I certainly love what's happening with the reflection and the color. I love color shift paint. I gotta get the red too. They have a red, or it's an orange color shift paint. May have to try that too. But blue is my favorite color, so that's why we started with this. And I knew that I had this mermaid tail that this would work or look really cool on. Or I was hoping it would look really cool on. And I wanted to get this dish out of my inventory, so it worked out. Let's let that dry and I'll come back. And I just painted the second coat on the top off camera because I figured it was getting boring for you guys to watch me just paint that. But now we'll let it dry an hour and a half and see how it goes. Okay, are you ready to see the results? I love it. Yeah, we're going to use this more. I got to get the red and I want to try it on a blue. I definitely want to try it over like a dark blue. Looks really cool on the black though, doesn't it? Oh, she's getting a price tag. A mermaid. Oh, it's purple this direction. It's purple when I've... You guys are only seeing blue, aren't you? Oh my gosh, it is like purple and blue. Oh, hang on, let me see if I can get a better like angle for... Okay, so you can kind of see the purple on the tail now. But it changes from purple to blue. Oh, look at the purple. It's so pretty.
This tail was so much better than white. Like it needed to be. Look at the purple. It needed to be a color shift. We'll get a little mermaid. I had a mermaid table. Now I've got a mermaid dish. It is very cool, you guys. Definitely get this one. This one I got at Menards. Imagine from Rustoleum Color Shift, and this is the brush on kind. So now we've tried the spray paint and the brush on kind, and I like them both. I was less precise with the second coat, and I wanted to see like if I left the streaky bits, what it would look like when it was done. And as you can tell, looks fine. It looks fine. And this is a great alternative for those of you, like I said, who can't spray paint. Not all of us can spray paint all year round. I really have to move. I'm telling you. Anyway, I am so happy with how it came out. I'm going to get the red. I've got to get the red. All right, next we'll get the red. Thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junkin'. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.